Okay, yeah, everybody knows where the exits are. Follow Ron, he's always the first one out, so we're good to go there. Okay, I think that's it. We'll follow the rules and procedures adopted by this board earlier this year. Okay, with that, we'll start with the approval of the September 3rd, 2025 planning board minutes. Everybody have a chance to review? Anybody like to move? Moved by Adrian, seconded by Regina. Any other comments? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay. Legal notices were published. We go to the first item on the agenda. Continued public hearing, 2025-0703, Crossbar Enterprises, and I will recuse myself. Doug, it's all yours.
All right, see, the Mike's online. Ron, do you want to maybe just look through this? I mean, there hasn't been a lot of.
Yeah.
On their end.
Mike is online. I see him there. Does he want to say anything?
Mike, do you want to say anything? I couldn't tell what you were doing outside, so. Didn't want to interrupt.
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me, fellas?
Yep.
Yes, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yes. My engineer is out of town, and I have a meeting set with him where we're going to plan to coordinate with Ron and the town to have him come in and meet on October 3rd. I want him to sit down in person with us so we can iron out these details and get everything with that site plan correct with the Main Street corridor and all the amendments that need to be made.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Ron, you want to?
Yeah, basically, I drafted a resolution which Mike had seen, and he came in, met with Augie and I to discuss. I compliment Mike for wanting to be a partner to the Main Street corridor design and concept. I think we'll get there. And I think that the biggest thing is that we now know where the state wants the driveway access onto the property. We did receive from Mark's Engineering a request to meet, and Augie got back to them today with some dates, and I guess it's October 3rd that we're going to be meeting to resolve this. So not knowing all that at the time, I had to draft a resolution. I've continued the public hearing to the second meeting, October 15th.
Yep.
That may very well work. You may have revised drawings to look at by that point in time. And if it doesn't, then we can open the public hearing and continue it to whatever date that they come up with. But right now, there's too many voids in this application to approve it with all of those conditions. But we did identify for them the items that we felt needed to be addressed.
Okay. All right, Paula?
Well said.
I have nothing.
It is a public hearing. Any public?
Mike, want to call on Mike again?
Mike, yeah.
Oh, I'm all set. I'm looking forward to the next meeting.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well then,
All right, no, there's no other public online, so.
What? I just had a quick question.
Sure.
The DOT says to shut off the driveways or like a couple of them or whatever. I mean, I know the house pre-existing is gone, so that one makes sense, but they're saying the other one there next to the restaurant. I mean, obviously there'll still be part of that driveway for the restaurant, right?
the restaurant has their own driveway on their property.
Shit. One's his and one's theirs then?
There's three driveways there that are pretty close to each other.
Right, right. So that middle one would be removed is what they're saying.
Yeah, they want,
I just,
it measured 220 feet from the center line of the western driveway to the Mexican restaurant. And that keeps it far enough away from the signalized intersection, so it shouldn't interfere with stacking of vehicles making left turns. And also conveniently meets the striping that they have there on the highway to
Turn in and out.
turn in and out.
I mean,
Compliments to Matt Orvick and DOT Region 4 office for
yeah,
dropping everything and working with me to get this.
figured out. Yeah, and I was glad to see that the town worked with them on the water line stuff too, on the resolution right now. that
Oh, yeah.
Off of Hook Road instead of under
Right.
the DOT and all that and
Right.
figuring out that stuff, cause.
Tim said we could open cut the Hook Road.
Yeah.
Slow traffic down.
I don't remember those words coming out of my mouth.
I just seen if you're listening.
Got some of that AI working there.
And then the other thing I was gonna ask Mike, and I'll wait till the next one, but I assume he's gonna go to zoning board for that sidewalk easement to the, or.
Yeah,
to
he-
the Sidewalk.
looks like-
Cause it's already on
If-
one side of Hook Road.
Victor Farmington ambulance went, Villager went,
Yeah.
Decal went, you know. In this instance, clearly it's not shown on the sidewalk master plan map.
Also, it's pre-existing on the other side of the road right now.
Right, and if you look at some of those houses that are on the west side of Hook Road, north of 96, there's not an awful lot of wiggle room time you put a sidewalk in there and not allow cars to park on it.
Okay, Dan, yeah. I mean, it's just an adjournment of the public hearing basically anyway, so would we have anything else we can add that?
Yeah, you just need somebody to move the
Yeah, and
resolution.
Mike, you're good with the resolution, right? Like, you reviewed it with Ron previously? Okay. Give a thumbs
Yep.
up just for,
I'm
Okay.
good.
okay. Can I have a motion?
I'll move it.
John, can you take a roll call vote, please?
John Beats,
Aye.
Regina Sousa, Adrian Bell.
I,
All right, the 15th?
Good stuff. All right. Now we get into 2025-0802, the Bellis application, and he'll recuse himself.
Right, musical chairs.
I know. Okay, who do we have? Do we have anybody to speak on this one, or just Adrian, did you want to speak about this one? Or do you just want to turn it over to staff?
the agency, I think, right now. and
Yep.
Doing secret 2 and 3.
Okay. That's pretty basic,
Following the.
consistent with what we've done with many, many others. Anything else, Ron?
No.
Paula,
All set.
Jim?
All set.
Public hearing, anybody have any comments? No comments, board? Okay, Adrian, I assume you're okay with the lead agency designation and, telling the staff to reach out and do parts 3 and 4, right? Or 2 and 3? You're okay?
Give the state time, they'll have a part 4 for you.
There you- Okay, with that, do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution as presented?
Move.
Moved by Doug, seconded by Regina. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Beats.
Aye.
Regina Sousa, Ed Henry.
Aye. You good to go, Adrian? Come on back. Next item up is PB 2025-0804. This is the final site plan amendment for the Victor Association of Cultural and Performing Arts for the construction of a pole barn. Who do we have? Anybody online?
Just me.
Oh, there you go. You want to say anything?
No, I'm good to go.
Okay,
Questions for me? That's why I'm here.
this is final site plan amendment for the accessory structure. Ron?
Yeah, the deed and the lot line map have been now signed and approved by the town board. Be filed tomorrow in the county clerk's office. Everything is, as I understand it, okay as far as not encroaching on the trail. And it's going to be more or less a storage facility
Storage facility.
to keep some of the items that are now having to be stored outside, inside.
That's a good thing. We like that. Anything else?
No?
All,
Just,
Yeah.
I'll let
Oh,
Augie know, sorry, I'll just let Augie know tomorrow that this is all set and
Okay,
we'll reach out to you for,
all right, thank you very much.
sure.
Tim?
Yep, nope, I'm all good on this one.
No public, anybody online like to speak for this application? Board, any comments? Okay, go ahead, Adrian.
One was the barn you have pre-existing.
Yes,
The new one will be somewhat similar colors, the tan,
same exact,
red or whatever the roof is or whatever that.
right, and, siding will be white, same thing exactly, and the overhead doors will all be the same white.
Okay, I had that quick question. And then the only other one I have is, it says you're moving the fuel tank to a new
Oh.
location, so, but it wasn't shown on the map, the new location, so I'm concerned with that for.
Okay, there was, wanted to speak with Augie to see if we had the correct distance from that new storage barn to that fuel tank. Just like we have from our existing building to that, it's like 50 feet or so. So that barn will be at least 50 feet away from that fuel tank. We were going to install new bollards to protect that one side. It has
So it's
two
pretty much
sides
staying in the same spot or no?
staying in the same spots.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I guess if it's not moving, I'm okay if it's staying in the same spot. I guess my concern would be if it's moving where and
Right, no, we were.
does it need to be? I know it's not screened now, but does it need to be screened because it's moving somewhere weird, but I just didn't show on a plan, so.
Right, no, it'll be in the same spot. I mentioned it to Pat Labor and I spoke with Augie about it.
Okay, it takes it all right there.
He was just gonna double check the code to see what the distance was, but it's gonna be the same distance as the existing fuel tank is to our existing barn. So as long as we meet that, I thought that, we should be sufficient there. And then just install the new bollards on that east or west side there.
So if somebody backed up by accident, they hit
Exactly.
those instead of hitting the tank.
Exactly.
I mean, if it's staying in the same spot, I'm okay with, that's just set in the plans. So
No, I understand.
Anything else?
that's it for those two questions.
Anything else from the board? I have a motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution as presented. Moved by Doug, seconded by Regina. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Doug Beats.
Aye.
Gina Souza, Adrian Velez, Ed Henry.
Aye. Okay, thank you very much. You got it. Okay, next item up is the other board actions, the planning board review and recommendations of the 2023-24 plan maintenance report for the comprehensive plan. Ron,
Yeah, this is supposedly an annual report.
right,
We missed it one year because of all the things going on with Whitestone and everything else. And so now we're trying to catch up by putting 2 years together and identifying the actions. I think we have gotten them all. I haven't heard from anybody saying we haven't.
look good to me.
And it
There's some I forgot about until I read it.
it really isn't an amendment to the plan,
No,
other than it's an appendix, so that in 10-year period, the new director of planning and development will be able to have a track of what's going on. Plus, any other wannabe politicians can look at that and keep up with where we've been. So
you are so politically correct, Ron. Anything else?
that's it.
Paula,
Well said.
Jim, board?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's all I had on that. I do have other.
Oh, I figured that. So, do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution as presented? Moved by Adrian, seconded by Doug. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Beats.
Aye.
Gina Souza. Adrian Velez.
Aye.
Ed Henry.
Aye. Okay, Ron, Director of Development, other open discussion.
Yeah, Dan and I did meet with an engineer who has been retained to look at a complete tear down and rebuild of McDonald's restaurant and reorienting the drive-through lanes and whatnot. And I used the opportunity to point out to them some of the concerns that we have identified in the past with the traffic safety issues. For example, the service from 332 needs to be illuminated. They need to be able to show where that driveway is. And I would prefer that it only be a ride in and a ride out, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't like the idea of people having to come out of there and try to guesstimate the speed of oncoming traffic, especially at nighttime when it's not lit. The other thing that I
Can we get
suggest
them to light the intersection,
of,
332 in their driveway?
well, that
Goes without saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also told them that they'd have to start putting sidewalk along their frontage over there. Also mentioned to them that they had to land bank parking spaces, which they hadn't shown. I didn't like the design of the relocated kiosks for the service. They've moved them from what is the northwest corner of the building now.
Yeah.
All the way around to the other side. So if you're coming in from 332,
You gotta go all the way around the
you gotta
building.
go all the way around the building. Coming in from 96, you gotta try to figure out how you're gonna fit in there. And sometimes I've seen cars stacked up
I was
there.
gonna say, won't that cause a queuing issue on either the 330 or the 96?
So I tried to give them a carrot and say, you know, there's a 60-foot wide strip between the McDonald's property and the former kitchen design little place that the the town's highway map shows as a new access point. So you would come in to that access point, go north, and then come around. And as you exit, you'd come out and go around. It moves you further away from the Crosby gas station. It moves you further away from the conflicting movements in and out of the plaza. And it moves you in a location where the striping is already there to accommodate that. Plus, it allows them to redesign their parking so that there's more parking spaces located convenient to the entrance to the building from what they otherwise are showing. Because they are losing parking spaces now with the redesign. So I put a lot of things on the plate and I said, take a look at it. I said, this is nothing different than what I did years ago up there in Penfield at 441 and 250 with that McDonald's. So we'll see where that goes.
Cool.
Okay. We are going to be getting a subdivision application for a project over there on 96 between Glen Carlin and whatever that other street is to the west.
Fairdale Glen.
Fairdale Glen. Okay, there's that site that was formerly owned by, it still is owned by, but they got a purchase option on it to put in there 44 single-family homes. So that's an interesting design, and we'll be looking forward to them coming in with that project.
Smaller starter type homes or larger, mid-size?
Smaller, single, they're trying to orient it to smaller, single-story ranch homes. The market the lot size as opposed to some of these other monstrosities that exist over in.
You tell them to make sure they work with RG&E.
Streetscape or whatever, stop sign.
They already got sidewalks.
I know that, Rusty. Down that way?
Yeah, it goes all the way down to Glen Carlin. On the north
Well,
side.
it goes all the way to Fairdale Glen.
Fairdale Glen, yeah.
So they would have to do, I know the sidewalks are there, but they would have to do benches and.
The benches.
Street lights.
Streetlights and benches.
I remember where it's.
I think it goes all the way to Fairdale Glen. That's where it stops.
It stops at Hook Road and then continues on the north side of 96 down to Fairdale Glen.
Right.
And eventually someday over to Addicts Landing, we hope.
You are an optimistic guy.
I am, yeah. That'd be, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
Anywho.
It's kind of why I said that. Go ahead.
so the other thing is the open space index update
Yes,
from the Conservation Board.
yep.
Should be going to the town board formally next Tuesday night to be introduced for adoption. I would like to see, once that update is adopted, a member of the Conservation Board sitting here on the side table to have knowledge of and input on applications pending before this board.
I think we've said that a number of times. We would love to have that, and certainly fire department again at some point when we get some applications that require it.
Yeah, and then the other thing is that the maintenance plan you just acted on will be introduced to the town board Tuesday night as well. So Paula and I are syncing together and working as a team and getting things out the door.
They don't pay her enough, but go ahead.
Well, you're not gonna get any argument from you.
Get to it, Paula.
Well, they've hired they filled our position in the building department for the, clerk of the boards, so
Okay,
Ron's gonna have a whole lot of extra help.
good. Anything else going on?
I think that's all I have.
Let me ask a dumb question. What's going on with Maddie's? I know you're somehow involved. Maddie's Power Sport?
Yeah, there hasn't been any issues that I'm aware of.
Did they ever comply with all the requirements of their last?
They
Yeah,
did.
it's so they're
That-
100% in compliance now.
Nobody's I don't think we've. I don't-
That was a big issue, them
Right,
going forward with
when we're-
changes is they didn't even do their last change.
Right, when we went out to look at it, it was in compliance.
In compliance, so they're 100% compliant. So now they just, if they want to change something, they can now change it since they're now officially in compliance.
As long as they remain in compliance.
Good point.
Yeah,
Good point.
Good answer.
Hey, you've worked with them enough and now we know. Okay, thank you. Highway. You good?
I'm good, other than, dealing with the stripers, I've been having, it's not. So they came around and did some of my first round of striping, didn't even complete all that. I put my second round in and they did none of that. So they're supposed to be back. They said either this week or next week to finish or to do striping, but they got a whole lot to do in my town to get them striped.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
it'll rain next week.
Hmm?
Probably it'll rain next week.
Yeah, right. So, but I don't know if they're coming here first. I mean, they gotta do the whole county,
Yeah,
every town. This company's been terrible to work with.
well, hopefully the next
Hopefully-
contract will be better, with somebody that's
Hopefully
better.
we can put some verbiage in there, or the county can, so we don't get them again.
Okay, anybody, there's nobody online left, is there? Nobody online, nobody here, so I'll talk to the board. Board have any inputs? Adrian? Wow. Woo, I'm going to buy a lottery ticket.
The PRC.
For myself, again, still working with staff, doing whatever. And, hanging out and doing that stuff. Public comments, no public comments, because there's no public. Motion to adjourn by Regina, seconded by Adrian, all in favor?
Aye.
Done. Wasn't the fastest meeting we've ever had, but it wasn't terrible.